Hi, it's Lee Goldstein from JOBB, thenewstraders.com, TNT, and I'm doing a test of tomorrow morning's advanced GDP trade, trading with core durable goods. This is the only instance in the past year, last January 27th, that they traded together. So I'll use today's HIRA to set up the trade. So the HIRA is actually for tomorrow's trade, but we received it today. 15 tick stop, 10-second cancellation, and a 10 tick bracket for gold. The other interesting thing is to use a 59-second activation. Okay, so those are some things that you have to be careful about. Right click the setup chart, Joe bracket breakout, you double click, and then we're going to enter our bracket. Setting is 10. The time that we enter the trade is 8:29:59. And then you have to decide what you're going to do on your targets. I believe this is going to be a big trade. It's going to be a big mover. So I'm going to go for 8 ticks with 2 contracts. And then I'm going to go for 25 ticks for 2 more contracts. And the stop is 15. And the question is if you want to trail it or not. I'm not going to trail it. That's how I'm going to do this trade. This is a test. Let's see how it works. Here we go. It's a pretty big bracket.
Order pending. Order pending.
Very quick fill. Not as big a move as I would have thought it would be, but it's
Order filled.
So you would have slippage in real life. Now I would say we'd be getting close to being filled on our first order, our first target. I think you can safely say that your first target would be hit now, absolutely unequivocally. And it's testing the high, big reversal point.
Order filled.
So with 4 contracts, you could have a $300 trade easily. Very nice trade. I think it's a viable trade. That's the only one I can test where it's trading core durable goods with advanced GDP. Lee Goldstein from thenewstraders.com using our JOBB proprietary software. We left some money on the table there. Okay. There are ways to avoid that using trailing stops. So that might be an option. I set up the same trade using trailing stops. The key is 2 position trades. To use trailing stops, you have to use 3 positions and no target on your 3rd position. Otherwise, when you hit your 2nd target, you'll get taken out of the trade and it won't trail. Okay? 2 contract trade, you do 2 positions and target 3 is 0. Target 2 is 0. Target 2 is 0. So keep in mind, trailing stops, 2 contract trade, 1 target, 2nd target 0. 2 contract trade, you actually put 3 contracts on, and in order for it to trail, you use 2 targets and your 3rd target is 0. Watch here. I have a 3 position trade on. My 3rd target is 0. I'm also moving my stops to break even -4 if my first target's hit, to break even -2 if my 2nd target's hit, and then I'm going to trail my stops. Watch how incredible our software is. It's going to work. Watch this. It's going to take a couple of seconds because the trade entry is 59. Here's our brackets. I turned off the sound so it doesn't drive you crazy. My first target is hit. My stop moves up, and it'll take a second for that one to trailing makes that sound. Break even -4. When my next target is hit, break even starts to trail. It's not so much that my target's hit. Once your first target is hit, it'll start to trail. Okay, and that's what it's doing. It's trailing. It's trailing. So you can make more money if you trail your stops. Now, of course, it could turn around on you like it's doing and reverse, and then you're not going to make the money. But trailing stops can be a tool that can help you make more money. Over 500, 600, 570, 600 4 contract trade, I could have taken myself out manually also. Okay. Bingo. Fair enough. Just showing you, probably best to move out of the trade with your stops. It's still going up. You could have been trailing it up. The point is, you can use trailing stops in a news trade, but it does have a tendency to reverse, and that's where you could lose rather than moving your stop manually. But I just wanted to demonstrate the feature. So keep in mind, trailing stops, you have to use at least 2 contracts. If you use 2 contracts, your second target is 0, and then trailing will work. If you use 3 contracts, 3 positions, then your third target is 0. Okay, and I've explained that. There's a video on the blog that shows you how to use trailing stops. This is just another video to help. It is a little bit confusing. Lee Goldstein from thenewstraders.com. Take care.